G'day and welcome to StreetSpecTV. In this episode we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be having a look at the Bon Scott era AC/DC albums. AC/DC released 6 albums while Bon Scott was the frontman, and each one of them was a classic in its own right. In this episode I'm going to go through each album, I'm going to talk a little bit about them and rank them in my preference from 6 to 1. Well anyway, I hope you enjoyed. So let's get into it. Okay, coming in at number 6 on the list, AC/DC High Voltage. This was the first album that AC/DC released in Australia. This was released in February 1975. There was also an international version released, which is pretty much basically a different album, but I won't talk about that one. I'll only talk about this one at this stage. Like I said, released in Australia in 1975. Great album, good fun songs on it, like Baby Please Don't Go, Stick Around, Soul Stripper, sorry, Show Business. Yeah, good solid album, and I'll put that in as number 6 on the list. Okay, coming in at number 5, Highway to Hell. Again, one of their great albums, released in July 1979. This was the last album to feature Bon Scott. Some great songs on it. It's got their classic Highway to Hell. It's got great songs like Girls Got Rhythm, Shot Down in Flames, Get It Hot. Yeah, not a bad song on the album. I mean, I don't think there's a bad song on any of the Bon Scott era albums. But that comes in at number 5 on my list. Coming in at number 4, Power Age. This was released in May 1978. Again, a great album. I mean, I could listen to this album all day long. You got songs like Rock and Roll Damnation, Riff Raff, Gone Shooting, Kicked in the Teeth. I mean, again, you know, not a bad song on the album. But yeah, that comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 on the list, TNT. This was released in December 1975. A lot of great songs on this one. Of course, it's got the AC/DC classic, It's a Long Way to the Top. Got some great songs on there. Rock and Roll Singer, you know, Can I Sit Next to You Girl, High Voltage, School Days. Again, another great album. Comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 on the list, Let There Be Rock. Again, I know I keep saying this, but again, another great album, another classic album from AC/DC. Again, not a bad song on the album. It's got some, you know, I could listen to this album all day long. Go Down, you know, Dog Eat Dog, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. It's got their classic, you know, Let There Be Rock, and of course a fan favourite, Whole Lot of Rosie. Again, great album. Comes in at number 2. So that leaves number 1, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. So this was released in 1976 here in Australia. There was also an international version of Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, but that looked like that, which is pretty much a slightly different set list on it, but we won't talk about that one. This is my favourite. I mean, just the great, you know, tracks. Classic Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Got some good fun songs on there, like Squealer, you know, Big Balls, Ain't No Fun Waiting Around to Be a Millionaire. You know, absolute classics like Jailbreak, Problem Child. Just a great album, very raw, you know. I like it because it just sounds very raw, you know. very edgy. Probably a sentimental favourite, as it ends up as number one because it was the first AC/DC record I ever brought back in the mid-80s. You know, walked in the record store, seen it sitting on the shelf, you know, Angus on the front cover flipping the bird, Bon Scott, you know, front and centre with his tattoos, and I thought, yeah, I've got to have that. Took it home, you know, put it on, first track, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap starts blaring out the speakers, and I was hooked. I was hooked from the minute I heard it, and I thought, I've got to have these. I've got to have every album these guys ever made. So yeah, that's why it comes in as number one on the album. So let me know in the comments below your favourite Bon Scott era AC/DC album. Like I said, there's not a bad one. There's no right. There's no wrong. So yeah, that's mine. Anyway, we'll talk about the Brian Johnson era albums. We'll do another video on those ones. So until then, I'll see you later.